Unfortunately, because we're severely constrained for time, it's not my this thing must end at exactly the documents. And so the moderator.
Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, well, our children have taken, today is their day really. And so the next session that has governors and ministers and big men will be only 30 minutes. Because of constraint of time, so that the coffees can watch as water change the water. Well done, moderator. Well done. And so very quickly, let me invite the moderator for the next session, one of Nigeria's finest broadcasters, General Manager, Channels Television, Kayode Akintemi. Kayode has the onerous task of doing this in 30 minutes. They are prepared for 1 hour, 30 minutes initially. I'd like to welcome here now His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State. Please welcome here the Comrade Governor, Adams Oshomole. Let me welcome the Deputy Governor of Ekiti State, and Educationist herself, Professor Modupe Adelabu, to also step forward. The Chairman, Senate Committee on Education, Distinguished Senator Uche Chukwumerije. Let me welcome the Honorable Minister for National Planning, Ambassador Bashir Yuguda. I also like to welcome the Vice Chair of NESG. Please welcome Kari Ababukar. And to be followed by his sister, another Vice Chair, CEO Stanbic IBTC, Mrs. Shola Debibora. And the former Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, Professor Oye Ibidakobe. The background presentation will be handled, or keynote speech will be handled by Mr. Jim O'Neill, former Chairman, Goldman Sachs Asset Management. I welcome you. Thank you very much. Moderator, over to you.
Good morning.
Moderator, our timeout is 11:30.
If we can get the microphone to work. All right, we'll start with that. Good morning, Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the governors in attendance, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am fitting into a big shoe this morning because my chairman and chief executive of Channels Television, Mr. John Momo, was meant to do this, but unfortunately unable to, so he has agreed that I should take this position. Well, you're welcome to this particular session. It's one that gives me great joy because of the caliber of people that are here. But we will start by saying that we should have the presentation by our guest speaker, who is Mr. Jim O'Neill, the former chairman, Goldman Sachs Asset Management. He will be talking about bricks to mint, the centrality of education and learning to nation building and economic. Jim, all yours. Please go ahead right there.
Good morning. Thank you very much. It is Vice President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and of course these brilliant students. It is such a pleasure and honor to be with you, especially having sat and listened to the inspirational comments these children said. I had been planning to spend quite a few time showing some pictures about the world of bricks and mints and the central role of education, but given that we only have till 11:30, maybe I will just limit it very briefly to a few things so that we can have discussion, not least because, in my judgment, if Nigerian policymakers can implement all the things these children and students just said, you are going to have a prosperous future. As many people here are probably aware, the BRIC concept came around about 13 years ago, and it stands for the economies of Brazil, Russia, India, and China, which is something that I created in 2001 to show that if large populated emerging economies could engage positively with the rest of the world, they would become the biggest parts of the world. Economic growth is driven over the long term by two things: the size of a country's labor force and its productivity. I'm not sure if people can see these pictures here. That I guess there's charts, slides on both sides. It might be difficult for you at the back. But what this slide projects is the largest economies in the world today, the 15 largest economies in the world today, and the 15 largest economies in the world by 2050, when you guys will be running Nigeria. What it shows you is that Nigeria could be the 15th largest economy in the world by 2050. You guys have one of the two ingredients for growth in a very substantial way. You have a large and young population that is expanding significantly. And if that population can be harnessed in the right way to boost productivity, you will be the 15th largest economy in the world by 2050, possibly more. And it's going to be up to all of you guys to deliver on the things that you said yourselves are necessary for that to happen. As part of the BRIC story, we developed something called a Growth Environment Score, GES. And what I show here is an index of these scores for the 4 BRIC countries and the next 11 largest populated emerging economies in the world. These 15 countries make up nearly 70% of the world's population. And so if these 15 countries can do the right thing in terms of improving their productivity, the world will be a better place, and these countries will be much better places and bigger parts of the world within it. In these GES scores, there are 18 different variables. Education is one of them on its own. But in my judgment, and actually